Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Rosario Borgesi, and in this video I'll explain to you what is ENS, what is used for, how we can use it to transfer funds, especially either on Ethereum, and also how it works. So let's get started. So all the people that know the Ethereum blockchain or that have used it a while are accustomed to the concept of address. So each account Ethereum has a public address that we can use to either receive funds or also to send funds to other account. So for example, if I want to send for example a certain amount of funds to another address, which is for example my second account, for example, I need to retrieve this address here and make a transaction with this address to send funds to this address. And as you can understand, this process of remembering these addresses is a little bit hard, because it is a sequence of character that is pretty long, so it is hard to remember. To overcome this problem, like in the web world, we have the DNS. So for example, when we type an URL here, for example google.com, this is an abstraction that uses the DNS and allow us to make use of a name that is human readable, so that it allow us to remember it easier, rather than putting in the URL the IP of the machine that of the server that is hosting the Google website. So this is the analogy, like in the address bar of a browser we put the name of the website that we want to reach. Also ENS has been created to do the same thing with respect to the Ethereum address. So we don't need to remember, for example, our address, but we can create an ENS domain and use a more human readable name, like for example vitalik.it or ens.it, and this way making it easier to send or receive for example Ether or also other tokens. For example, it is possible here on Etherscan to, for example, to look up for a particular ENS address and understand to what account it is connected. For example, if I look for vitalik.it, this should be the ENS related to Vitalik Buterin. I can find that this vitalik.it resolve is linked to the address, to this address here. So if I want to send money to Vitalik, I don't need to put in my MetaMask, for example here, send money. I don't need to put for example this account, this address. I just type vitalik.it, and for example here it resolves automatically this address. Okay, so this is this makes our life easier as humans. So this is the the web page of ENS. As you can see here, you can register a new ENS that has not been took already by someone else, and in this page gives us some example of using this ENS. So here it says that ENS is our ENS name is anchored in Web3 but works across the internet. It's our identity. We will see later on why. It's simple, memorable, and unmistakably ours. So here, for example, there is another example where this user is asking, what's your crypto address so I can pay you? This is the address. No, wow, go to an ENS app. So this is much simpler. Send my funds to this is my ENS name. So another important thing is that it is consistent across the internet. So this allows us to keep our identity consistent across all services and platforms. For example, avoiding using many usernames. So for example, we can use it not only in the Ethereum mainnet but also on other layer 2s, like for example Base, Arbitrum, and so on. And another important thing is that the ENS is 100% ours. There are no intermediaries, no bureaucracy. It's our property, is uncensored and irrevocable. Here there are also some other documentation that we can check out, but we could, for example, try to create a new ENS. For example, my favorite ENS. Okay, I want to register the .it. Okay, here it opens this pop-up, this model, and for example, we can register this name for 1 year or multiple years. Of course, what changes is the price, obviously, and you can also register it, for example, as a primary name. You can also pay with the credit card, or you can pay with gas, with Ether on your wallet, because my wallet has already been connected previously. Here is telling you that I don't have a sufficient balance. Okay, but when you execute this process of registering this ENS, you end up with something like this. So this is my ENS, the ENS associated to my account. And here it tells me that it expires in the 1st of June 2025. After this period, there is a grace period where you have the possibility of extend your ENS name. After this grace period, it starts an auction where everybody can claim this name. In the profile, you can do some other stuff. For example, you can edit the profile to add more information. For example, you can add nickname, location, website, location, your Twitter account, GitHub, Discord account, Telegram, your email, addresses of Bitcoin, other chains. But apart from this information of general info, social info, addresses of chain, you could also add a website. For example, you can add IPF and a link to IPFS and so on. So what is important is that all this information are stored on chain, on the blockchain, so they are immutable, and this is very important because this information become public. So this ENS can really become your identity on internet. So here there is another part. Here are reported the records. Here there is the ownership. So this is my account which owns this ENS name. You can edit the roles. You could also, for example, send this name, this ENS name to another account. For example, if I have multiple accounts, I can send it, for example, to my second account. So rather than being associated to my first account, which is this one, I could send it to my second account. So this ENS name, it is related to my second account. You could also extend your the validity of this name. So for example, I can extend it for 1 year, 2 years, whatever I like. Another feature of ENS is that allows to create subdomains related to this ENS name. For example, let's go to draw.io. For example, if I have my principal name, which is Epic Odyssey .it, I can create a subdomain which would be, for example, first epic odyssey .it, or for example another subdomain which is second .epic odyssey .it, or that all of them are related to the principal domain ENS. So this could be useful in many scenarios, and it is also possible here explain here it is possible to change the permissions or what the owner of this name can do, and here reports some other information. It is possible also to unwrap the name, but this is a more advanced functionality. So now that we have understood what it is an ENS, for example, let's try to, for example, make a transaction. Here, for example, let's go to base Evolia. This is my let's change window because it gives some problem sometimes. Okay, now I can see the icon of base mainnet. So I am on the base mainnet from my second account. For example, here I want to send some money, some Ether, to my first account, which is connected to the ENS epicodyssey.it. So rather than using my account, the address, the public address on my account, I can use this ENS. Okay, now I can put the amount that I want to transfer, for example a very low amount, and execute the transaction. So here it recognize that this is the address I want to send the Ether to on base Evolia. Continue. Okay, confirm. Let's wait a little bit until the transaction is executed. Okay. So the transaction has been executed. We can check the transaction here on the Block Explorer base scan. As you can see, I've sent this amount of Ether from my second account, which is this one, Barner Wallet 2, to my first account, which is the first one, and it is linked to epicodyssey.it. So it works also not only on the mainnet but also on the layer 2s like base. And another thing that I want to point out is that as we can see from Twitter, from this account here, ENS sales box, which reports all the sales that have been executed on related to the ENS names. For example, the wallet.it ENS here in this case is saying that has received a new bid on OpenSea. Let's check out what this means. Okay, so here we can see this is the OpenSea website, which is a marketplace to buy and sell NFTs, and also we can see all the properties related to an NFT. Let's see that here it is reported the price history of this NFT, so of this ENS. So in ENS it is, as we will see, really an NFT deployed on chain. So this is the price. We can see here the price of this ENS name that here was worth 75 Ether. Here here we are talking about the sale that has been executed on October 16. Okay, we are in 2020. Now in 2025 it has been sold for 116 Ether. Okay, so here it is reported the price history of this ENS name. This is another cool feature of the blockchain, because you can see all the history of the of an NFT, and it's all public. So here it is reported, for example, the offer that it has received. Okay, and then here we can see other information. For example, registration date has been this has been registered the 5th of February of 2020, and has been created in the 25 of July to 2018. Here there are other information. So here it tells us that it is an Ethereum Name Service. I forgot to say that here it reports also to the expiration date. So this ENS expires in 2033. So here provides also some other details of the ENS name. So here we can find the contract address, okay, and the token ID. So it says here that it is an ERC-721. Okay, this is the standard, the Ethereum standard for the NFTs. So it is literally an NFT deployed on chain. An ENS is literally an NFT deployed on chain, in particular an ERC-721, and was last updated 2 years ago. So here, for example, we can check also all the transaction related to this ENS. to this is the smart contract that means the ENS names. So it has been created by the Ethereum Name Service, and here basically there are all the transactions that are related to all the ENS that have been created from the start. You could also check out the contract, because this is the contract of this NFT. So as you can see here, we can copy this code. We can copy this code. Here we can see that it has a version of Solidity which is very old, 0.4.24. No, sorry, here it says that the versions of Solidity supported should be greater or equal to 0.4.24, and this is the old here it extends some classical interfaces of the NFT 721, like ERC-165. Okay, here it is the interface ENS. Now maybe we can here, as you can see, is calling this other interface ERC-721, which is the typical interface of the standard NFT that extends the ERC-165. Here is calling all the other extensions, like ERC-721 receiver. Here there is the SafeMath library. Okay, this is the contract ERC. The one that we've seen earlier was the interface. Now this is the implementation. So this is the contract implementation. These are all standard NFTs. So this contract is using the standard contract for the NFT, which is the ERC-721. Okay, and so it supports all the method that supports the contract 721, like balance of, as you can see, owner of, to check. Here we can see the balance of a specific address. Here I can see the owner of a specific token ID. Here there is all the function that are provided by the standard: approve, get approved, set approval for all, is approved from, transfer from. Here you can see this function can be used to transfer an NFT from one address to another. That I believe it is the function that gets called here when we say, for example, here ownership send. Okay, so behind the scenes we are calling this function transfer from, safe transfer from. Okay, so it is a standard it follows the standard ERC-721, so it is an NFT. So this is the contract that for each ENS name that we want to create means a new NFT with a new contract address, with a new token ID, sorry. Okay, here there are some other information about the activity of this ENS. As you can see here, there was a sale of 115 Ether. Here there was some transfer from I believe this should be an ENS. Okay, so this is maybe another ENS. Okay, from one account to another, these are other transfer, and this is an airdrop. Okay, so all the history it is reported, and it is also possible to make an offer. Okay, from our wallet to buy this in ENS. So like the ENS name that we have seen previously, which was wallet.it. I could also check on OpenSea my ENS, which is epic odyssey.it, and it is available, so anyone could make an offer. So this is important because when you own an ENS, you buy it on the ENS website. You could also, for example, sell it on OpenSea or any other NFT marketplace like a normal NFT, like we have seen for also the wallet.it name. So we have reached the end of the video. I hope that it has been useful. If you have any questions, please drop a comment and I will answer you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.